Hello, everybody, and welcome to another starting installment of Six Questions. And this is a part of the show where you can turn it in any way you want to turn it by sending in your guys' questions. And the only way, or the best way you can do that, is the comment section down below. Or you can, and I wouldn't recommend this, but you can message me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. But the best way to do it, since you're already on the video here, is to leave it in the comment section down below. But let's get into the first question. And the first two questions are asked by the same person, Gregor Kramer. And Greg's first question is, what was your first wrestling DVD you ever got? And to my knowledge, my first wrestling DVD that I ever got, and keep in mind that it's been a long time, so I could be wrong. But the first DVD I remember getting is the new and improved DX. I loved when they united to fight back, or to fight the common enemy enemy, Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, up to leading up to facing the Spirit Squad, Edge and Randy Orton, and of course up to early 2007 when Triple H got injured. And that's really all I have to say for about that. I know I didn't really answer or give a lengthy answer on that, but that wasn't really a lengthy question. But going into Gregory's next and last question, what is your favorite non-wrestling DVD? Now, this is a tricky one. I have like a four-way tie here. Maybe a little bit more tied, but my if I say it would have to be the Descendants movies here, of the Disney Descendants movies of 1 and 2, and then third, and then a movie that had a David Spade and Chris Farley movie of Tommy Boy. This movie is highly recommended by me, along with all the Descendants movies. And along with Hee Haw. So if you didn't know, I am a country music fan. So I have Hee Haw, and if you are a country music fan like I am, then you know. Then I would suggest you get the Hee Haw, or check out Hee Haw if you haven't done already. But while we're on the DVDs wise, I would like to recommend a DVD or a movie to everybody if you haven't watched it already, and it's called The Wrestler. If you haven't seen this movie, I would highly recommend you watching this. It's a great movie. It lets you into the insides of what it's like to be a wrestler and everything. And there's the spine. And if you want to read the back, or there's the back of it, and if you want to read the bio, go right ahead. Once I can get a little bit closer, there you go. If you need to pause it, go right ahead. But yeah, might be what on my copy wise. You might be wondering why I have a couple stickers on here. I paid, and keep in mind, I'm just going to explain. Uh, I paid like $5.99, $6.99 for this. And this is, let's prove it, a Blockbuster case. Uh, and I see where it goes for like in between $10 to $15. So I see it about maybe $10 for it. And that's going by the eBay price. But going into the next question, and the next 4 questions are asked by the same person of MarkBoy316. And if you haven't done it already, go to MarkBoy316 YouTube channel and check him out. He does some great work over there. And tell him Donnie Langston sent you. Mark's first question is, what do you think of the Retribution group? Well, first of all, I'm going to have to, and that was word from word for what Mark said, group. First of all, Mark, technically, yes, they are a group, but in wrestling, they're a faction. So, I'm going to rephrase that question to, what do you think of the Retribution faction? But my thoughts of the Retribution is they're great. They're a great team, but the problem is they're NWO ripoffs, in a way. Because what did the NWO do? They did what they wanted when they wanted to do it. They said what they wanted to say when they wanted to say it. What is Retribution doing? Doing what they want to do when they want to do it. Say what they want to say when they want to say it. But that's something that WWE needs right now, is something to kind of revitalize the ratings and the product as well. I just wish that they would have kept Retribution completely masked, at least until Survivor Series. And this is something I said not only in the predictions video with Mark and Greg, but also what said in the last 6 questions. That I wish they would have kept them completely masked until Survivor Series, and then have them keep on going back and forth in between Raw and SmackDown. Run through the Raw, run through SmackDown, and then have them have a 40-man battle, a 40-man tag team match. 20 members from off of WWE, 20 members of the Retribution in there, and have a stipulation where once each member that of Retribution that gets eliminated, they have to reveal who they are. And then and then of course have it all besides one, have 19 eliminate of the star of Retribution eliminated, and that one not the 20th person, that one person that's left would be the leader of Retribution. And who I think the Retribution should be is CM Punk, because CM Punk is Retribution on WWE 2 for what they did to him in the past. But going into Mark's next question here, what do you think of the way they, as in WWE, are handling Keith Lee? And say I rephrase that a little bit so other viewers know who I'm talking about. So if I read the question out out straight, it would have sounded like this. What do you think what do you think they or of the way they are handling Keith Lee? Me, I would have rephrased it, Mark, to what do you think of WWE, or what do you think of the way WWE is handling Keith Lee? But that's just me. But I know what you meant. Uh, but my thoughts of the way WWE is handling Keith Lee. Okay, more or less. What I would have done is different. It's different what WWE is doing. What I would have done with Keith Lee is since he was a top star in NXT, I would not kept him up as the top star on Raw when I brought him here. I and say top star on one brand should not be a top star on another brand because they did not earn that top spot on that brand. They earned the top spot on that the brand that they left. So what I think they should have done was start since made him the top mid card uh, on Raw, the top mid carder on Raw. Build him up to face top more stars like Drew McIntyre or Randy Orton or or Seth Rollins or so on. Make him build him up a little bit before he can get to there. At least for until like Royal Rumble. Then once he and what I mean by until Royal Rumble, put him in the Royal Rumble, have him win the Royal Rumble, have him then start him facing the top stars on Raw, and then go for the champion. Go to the next pay per view, have him face another superstar that's on top on the Raw roster. Then, of course, go to WrestleMania and have him face, for my opinion, way it's rumored with Randy Orton and Edge of with Randy Orton winning the the WWE Championship, so Edge can face him, have him face the Universal Championship champion on from SmackDown. And really, that's all I have to say with Keith Lee. But going into Mark Boy 316's next question, what's your thoughts on Roman Reigns being heel? It's about damn time. But Roman Reigns should have turned heel in 2017, the night after WrestleMania 33, after he beat Undertaker. And say, yeah, it's great, but it's about damn time, though. So he's doing a great job being a heel and everything. Uh, Paul Heyman being his manager, okay. Wasn't expecting that because of their history. But it's pretty great. I would think he should go do more heel tactics than what he's doing. Uh, say one the main heel tactic he's doing is showing up in like tag team matches or triple threat matches like halfway through the match, and then doing like a few moves, then pin 1, 2, 3, walk out. He needs to do more heel tactics than what he's doing. Uh, and plus, I actually like the whole thing of where he might say a few words but let Paul Heyman do most of his talking. Something that Brock Lesnar never did. And everybody knows that I hate Brock Lesnar with a fucking passion. And Brock Lesnar, you, I have one, I hope your ass never comes back. You can sit at home on your dead couch, suck your wife's tits, and watch Little House on Prairie. Or you can go out to that barn, milk those damn fucking cows. Or you can go to your barber, Tony. Or, and I'll say that again. Go to your barber, Tony, and to get your hair cut. I know everybody knows how you love your barber, Tony. Just sit at your house in Minnesota, where you fucking belong, instead of taking millions of dollars from WWE per year, just to be at home anyway. That goes for the same for you, Ronda Rousey. But before I get even more pissed off, going to the last question from World 316 and this edition of 6 questions. Do you think they should unify the tag team titles? Or the tag team championships? Now, first of all, are you talking about Raw and SmackDown? The Raw and SmackDown championships? Or are you talking about all three championships of NXT, Raw, and SmackDown? Either way, yes. And say if you're talking about Raw and SmackDown, I would say yes. They should unify the titles and have it where they can go to Raw, SmackDown. But quite honestly, I had to say they should unify all three titles of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown tag team titles, and have them just like the women's tag team championships, where they can go across all three brands. And what's the perfect time to do it? Survivor Series, from my opinion. Because at least with that way, they can have all three brands tag team division being all one division instead of three separate brands, or say three separate divisions. And that's all I had to. That's the end of this edition of 6 questions. And if you enjoyed this edition of 6 questions, give it a big old thumbs up. If you want to be a hater, give it a big old thumbs down. I don't really care if you want to be a hater. Every channel's gonna have a hater, so I don't give a care. Leave those comments, and if you want to ask me a question, don't forget to leave it in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching and you ain't subscribed, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Until next time, see you next time.